Salut, bonjour. Ici Gordon Causey. Vous regardez la chaîne Canadian Take on News Events, l'opinion d'une Canadienne sur les événements dans le monde et les nouvelles. Et je suis en train de regarder la série mondiale. Et c'est maintenant 2 balles, 1 prise à Vladimir Guerrero. Colin de Bin. 13e manche. Et on a Vladimir Guerrero au marbre. 2-1. Deux balles, 1 prise. Ah, ah, je ne sais pas comment ça veut dire foul ball. Mais s'il y a des francophones qui regardent mon chaîne à cette heure, vous savez probablement ce que ça veut dire foul ball. Il faut mettre la balle entre les lignes. Rien. Hey, oh, shortstop. Right. 1 out. Un out. Un retraite. Qu'est-ce qu'on dit? J'ai décidé de faire ça juste pour peut-être la chance. OK? Un retraite. C'est maintenant IKF. Isaiah Kiner Falefa. C'est fun de prononcer les noms des joueurs en français. Ah, OK. Balle. 1 balle, 1 prise. Isaiah Kiner Falefa. J'en ai quelqu'un qui regarde le show maintenant. Donc, donne-moi vos commentaires si vous voulez. Ah, swing and a miss. Je ne sais pas comment ça veut dire. Swing, un essai. Oh mon Dieu. C'est 5-5, 13e manche. Il faut qu'on compte quelque chose. Aïe, un retraite, strikeout. Deux retraites. Dans le bullpen pour les Blue Jays, il n'y a qu'un lanceur qui lance. On a Lauer qui lance maintenant pour nous. Ouais. C'est Varsho. Oh! Frappé par la lance. Il est au premier but. Donc, on a quelqu'un au premier but. Dalton Varsho. Donc, notre prochain, c'est qui? C'est Heinemann. Donc, Heinemann, c'est son première at-bat. C'est son première fois au marbre dans dans les séries, mettons. Mais il n'a pas encore joué. C'est la première fois. Il est un. Ah, au centre, un autre retraite, Caroline. OK. Donc, la deuxième partie de la 13e manche. Bottom of the 13th. Et c'est pour les Dodgers. Ils auront Edmund, puis Hernandez, puis page. Et je pense que l'annonceur pour les Blue Jays jusqu'à la fin, c'est probablement Eric Lauer. C'est pas Lowy. Son nom, c'est écrit Lauer. Donc, en français, on dirait probablement quelque chose comme Lowy, mais en anglais, c'est Lauer. I'm doing this in French just for fun. I can't believe this. 13 innings. Ouais. Il y a deux parties dans chaque manche. En anglais, en disant top of et puis bottom of. Je sais pas ce qu'on dit en français. Je sais qu'une inning, ça c'est une manche. Début de la manche et puis la fin de la manche. Start of the inning, end of the inning. Je sais pas comment. Je sais pas. S'il y a des gens des Québécois ou des francophones qui connaissent bien le baseball, je sais que un home run, ça c'est un circuit, un strike, ça c'est une prise, un out, je pense que ça c'est une retraite. Euh, je sais que c'est premier but, deuxième but, troisième but, first base, second base, third base. Le game, il a commencé, mon Dieu, à 8 heures le soir, à peu près 8h08 ou quelque chose de même. Et on est à cette heure ici à 8 heures dans mon time zone, dans mon coin. J'habite ici en Ontario. Donc, OK. Il y avait un circuit pour les Blue Jays, c'était Alejandro Kirk a frappé un circuit pour les Blue Jays et Teoscar Hernandez a frappé un et puis il y avait deux par Shohei Ohtani. Et j'espère qu'on va pas voir Shohei Ohtani. Et, oh, il a frappé une double. Une double. Donc, Tommy Edman a frappé une double au centre. Donc, on va voir parce que si les Dodgers, s'ils comptent un run, le game, c'est fini. Donc, la question maintenant, c'est est-ce qu'ils vont donner le premier but intentionnellement? Et puis, il y aurait un pinch hitter, Rojas, Miguel Rojas, qui va remplacer Enrique Hernandez. I'm going to switch to English just for fun. I'll keep going in the two languages. What the hell? Canada. A Canadian take on news events. That's the name of my station. Gordy Canuck, Gordon Causey, real name. But my internet sobriquet is Gordy Canuck. Okay, so they're pitching to him. They're pitching to this guy. He's going to try and bunt. He gets it down, and they've got no play except at first. So we have a runner on third with one out. So all they need to do now is to hit the ball to the right side. The Blue Jays will have to bring the infield in. They got to go home. What they need is a strikeout or a pop-up. And so they've got a runner on third, one out. They want to hit the ball. And another pinch hitter coming up. And it's going to be Alex Call, another right-handed hitter. You want to have a right-handed hitter up against a left-handed pitcher. That's the conventional wisdom. Tough spot to put Eric Lauer in. Maybe one of the most important starting pitchers the Blue Jays had. And you really threw him in the fire here. He got through one inning. You almost feel like you want to load the bases and then have a force out in any bag and a chance at a double play. Let's see. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-0. And yeah, Shohei Ohtani is on deck. And they're going to pitch to this guy. And if Shohei Ohtani comes up, they're going to walk him. Even lefty on lefty, I would imagine, but we'll see. That's why they play the games. 2-0. Lauer set. The pitch. Popped him up. That's exactly what you wanted. They got exactly what they needed. Pops out to shortstop, and now they're going to walk Shohei Ohtani, even left on left. They're going to still intentionally walk him. I'm listening to the commentary by the Blue Jays broadcasters, and that was the third consecutive intentional walk of Shohei Ohtani. This game has been insane. Last runs were scored in the seventh. Toronto got one to take the lead. LA got one to tie it back up. And 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. 0, 0, 0, 0, zeros. All right. We got runners on first and third, 2 out. And they're going to walk Mookie Betts. And we're batting, pick your poison. You got Shohei Ohtani, a 2-time MVP. Mookie Betts, an MVP. Freddie Freeman is up now, and he's an MVP. I see I get people coming in, looking, checking it out, and then clicking off, whatever the case. Hope you're enjoying the game. 1:09 in the morning. My goodness, I got to work tomorrow. I got to be up at 5 a.m. Ball one, low and away. I'm watching it on the TV over here. Here we go. Are we going to a 14th inning? It probably all comes down to this at bat. Fly ball center field. Varsho's got it. 3 out. We are going to the 14th inning. This is insane. The Blue Jays only have one pitcher left in their bullpen out of their traditional relievers. Right now in their bullpen, Eric Fisher, I think, is the last man. Sorry, Brandon Little. They already used Fisher. Brandon Little is their last one. After that, you'd have to go to Yesavage, Gossman, or Bieber. There are only 4 pitchers left who haven't thrown in this game. And Bieber, Gossman, and Yesavage are starters. Insane game. I'll be back doing lives. The baseball is killing me because all the games start at 8 p.m. Eastern time, where I am. All the games start at 8 p.m. They're all going 3 hours. Tonight is, I don't know, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. It's like a 5-hour game at this point. I work tomorrow. I got to be up at 5 a.m., 5:15. Got to be out the door at the latest 5:45. Thankfully, I work very close to home. Well, this is crazy. Who's coming up for the Jays? We got Miles Straw, Ernie Clement, and Jose Jimenez. So we got the bottom of the order for the Jays, which has been one of their strengths is the fact that they hit so damn well, 1 through 9. Now I'm just how many batters, how many more innings can Eric Lauer go? He's a former starter, so you would think he could throw 50, 60 pitches anyway, but he hasn't started a game in nearly a month. So how stretched out is he? How long will his arm hold out? Let's see how many pitches has he thrown already. He has thrown Fisher lot 16. So he should be good for another inning, maybe two. But even if the Jays score at this point, even if they get a run, then or two or three, whatever the case, you still have to get 3 outs in the bottom of the inning because LA has home field advantage right now. They get the last at bat. So there's no one left on there's no more pinch hitting for the Blue Jays. They've emptied their bench. They have no one sitting on their bench right now. Everyone's played. George Springer looks like he's hurt. He took a big swing, and they're talking on the TV about it potentially being an oblique strain. I'm not sure exactly what that means. And right now we're sitting at 2 balls and 1 strike with Enriquez pitching for the Dodgers. I don't know that they have anything left in their damn bullpen. No, there are only 3 pitchers left. So right now on my anyone got anything to say on this game? And looks like a fly ball, lazy fly ball to center. Well, he got it to the warning track, just to the edge of the warning track. 1 out. And that brings up Clement, I think, who's been a monster throughout the postseason. He's batting 400 in the postseason. And first pitch, foul down the third base side. Ground ball foul, left of third base. You're just saying on the TV, it's been a wild, fun, memorable game. How about just long? But I love baseball. 2 strikes. He fouled another one back. Here we go. Ball outside, just could have been called a strike. The edge of the strike zone in baseball, you call it painting the black. And if you're a Dodger fan, you're crying right now. That should have been a strike. And he fouled another one back. He's battling. Yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled again. Apparently, this guy throws 100 miles an hour. Seems like everyone throws 100 miles an hour lately in baseball. I remember back when I first started to pay attention to baseball in the early 80s, became a big Jays fan. Another foul ball. When you would hear about a pitcher throwing 90 plus. So this guy has 90 plus mile an hour fastball. That was something. And Dave Stieb was the ace of the Blue Jays for much of the 80s on into the very early 90s. And they used to say, oh, he's got a 92 mile an hour fastball. And he hit a ball to third base, and they just got him at first. Bang, bang, as they say. Bang, bang play. Right, he fielded that with a foot on the foul line. Oh man, just half a step, barely. Oh, half a step. He got him. Short hop. Okay, Andres Jimenez, who had a couple of big home runs against Seattle, swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Tell the Blue Jays are hunting fastballs. And curveball, swing and a miss right over the top of it. Man, oh man, oh man. Here we go. 1-2 or 0-2. Fouled it off, stayed alive. Oh no, he fouled it off. So what would happen now if a player went down? Jimenez just fouled the ball off his leg or something, and they're going to show it now. Oh, right off the inside of his lead foot, right against the inside of his right leg. Oh, might have got him in the junk. And they don't have anyone to replace him. If a player was to go down at this point for the Blue Jays, they would be forced to bring in a pitcher. You'd probably look down the bench and look at, Bieber, at Gossman, at Savage, and say, which one of you guys has played whatever the position is? Which one of you has played the outfield before, the infield before? Who can play somewhere? He's battling. Got 2 out, 0-2. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. And now the Dodgers again get another shot at Lauer. This will be Lauer's third inning of work. Or, well, he came in. He's pitched 1 2/3. So he got 2 outs in 1 inning, and then he got through the line. And the line score is Toronto 5 runs on 14 hits, no errors. LA Dodgers 5 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors. And the Jays have used everyone in their bullpen. Scherzer started, went 4 1/3. Then they had Flaherty for a third. Varland got an inning and a third. Dominguez got 1 inning. Bassett 1 inning. Hoffman 2. Fisher 1 1/3. Lauer now 1 2/3. And again, If the Jays can hold them, then oh, the LA Dodgers still get their last at bat, even if we can hold them here and push a run across in the next inning. Where are y'all watching from? I got 3 people watching, 4 people watching in and out. Chime in, say hi. I'm in Northumberland County, Ontario. I'm about 150 kilometers, 100 miles east of Toronto. About an hour and a half to get downtown if I was to be driving. As you can see, I got a picture over my left shoulder of the CN Tower there. That's the painting. 14th inning stretch. Oh my gosh. See, normally in baseball, you have what's called the 7th inning stretch. And in most ballparks, they sing, "Take me out to the ball game, take me out to the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever come back, and we'll root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, or it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game." I started doing this video en français parce que je suis un vétéran des forces canadiennes. J'ai passé 3 ans et demi entre 2011 et 2015. J'étais muté, posté à Valcartier. C'était recueilli d'apprendre la langue française. Try, I was posted to Valcartier from 2011 to 2015 when I was in the Canadian Armed Forces Communication Branch. And yeah, baptism by fire. You better learn French. Starts them off with a strike, 0-1, curveball. Who's going to win the game? What's your prediction? Put something in the live chat. Dodgers, which blue? Who's going to have the Blues? 0-2. Yeah, they're saying the batter right now, Smith. This is his 7th at bat of the game. And what has he done? Let's see. I'm looking at the box score. He's had 4 official at bats, 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Well, on the TV, they were saying it was his 7th time up. I see Betts has been up 6 times. 2 balls, 2 strikes right now. They're making a point, and this is valid. Lauer hasn't pitched as a starter for over a month. Starters usually typically are geared to go 90 to 100 pitches in that range. But you got to stretch your arm out. You can't just go out, bang, throw 100 pitches. You have to build up to it. And Lauer, having not been used regularly for a month, you got to wonder how stretched out his arm is. When will he start to get tired? He's up around 20 odd pitches at this point. He's up around 21 pitches right now. And I would have to think he can throw 40, 50, maybe 60, but I don't think much more than that. And with us being in what, the 14th inning? Like last year sometime, Max Scherzer started this game. Mad Max. Oh my gosh. Smith hit a ball right up against the wall, as far as you can hit it without hitting a home run. And Varsho hauled it in. He gave it a ride. And by the look of the hitter, as he hit the ball, he just kind of dropped the bat and was admiring it. Looked like he thought he'd gotten enough. Now it's Muncie up. High and tight. Not really that hard, though. Curveball that got away. Showing the Dodger teams getting up on the front step, thinking we won the game, walk-off home run, but that much. Another 3-4 feet, it would have been a home run. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Are we going to the 15th inning? And we're going to be 2 a.m. before this blood. When is this game going to end? Am I going to get 2 hours sleep? 3? Oh, I thought one of those pitches was, I thought that last pitch was a strike, and it was. There was a chance for us to be. Man, oh man, oh man, come on, Blue Jays. A big monster shot, foul, well right of the foul pole. Big roar from the crowd off the bat, though. Hit it hard. But Lauer doesn't throw fast, so it's easy for the guys to get around quick and to be early. It's 3 hours earlier in LA. So figure that out. At 2 a.m., it'll be 11 p.m. there. So it's right now 10:30, coming up on 10:30 p.m. Not as bad for them as it is for us. Who's going to win the game? No one's putting anything in the live chat. Who's going to win, Jays or the Dodgers? Yeah. You got to think right now at this point, it's advantage Dodgers. And go 1 out, nobody on, Lauer pitching. You got to think it's advantage for the Dodgers. I mean, all they have to do is one big swing and the game's over right now. And I'm a Blue Jay fan. I questioned some of the moves. Addison Barger was taken out for a pinch runner, Miles Straw, and you would love to have his bat in there. Addison Barger is not a slow poke. Yeah, Miles Straw may be a little bit faster. I know some may question why why the third base coach sent, I forget what inning it was now, when Davis Schneider came in as a pinch runner. And I even forget who he was pinch running for. Oh, walk. Got a runner on now. But Isaiah Kiner Falefa hit a ball down the right field line that probably half the time scores the run, but Oscar Hernandez made a perfect throw to the relay man. Relay man made a perfect throw home, and Davis Schneider was out by several feet. Okay, who's batting now? Oscar Hernandez. He's the guy who made that. Well, made a perfect relay. He made a perfect relay throw to the cutoff man. Foul. Love to see a double play ground ball now. I don't think the Jays have turned a double play. I don't think LA has either. They're saying that the runner at second, Muncy, is not a particularly fast, not a good runner. And this is the thing they're talking about. They'll bring in a pinch runner for this guy Munoz. if Muncie gets to second. But the thing is, having a slow guy out there, if Teoscar Hernandez hits one into the gap or hits one into the corner, is Muncie fast enough to go first to home? That's what Davis Schneider tried to do. He tried to go first to home when a ball hit. There we go. 0-2 to Teoscar. Low and in. 1-2. A double play would be nice here. Iron away. 2-2. Runner on first. Bottom of the 14th. Got to keep checking. Got to click around and go to the box score. Try and keep up with things. Oh, Nubber foul down the first base side. Little Nubber. One of the biggest question marks I had was pushing Lauer into the bullpen. He was our most effective starter. He probably saved our season when Scherzer went down early in the season with a thumb ailment, and then Bowden Francis couldn't pitch more than a couple innings without blowing up, and then eventually went on to the injured list, disabled list, and then we only had three pitchers, and Eric Lauer stepped in, filled in the role, and eventually ended up becoming our most consistent starter. And then when they acquired Bieber, Scherzer came back, and then they acquired Bieber, and then they took Eric Lauer, the most effective starter we had, and pushed him into the bullpen. And he was our only left-handed starter too. Base hit, center field, Muncie on second. And now they'll bring in the pinch runner for him. No, they're not pinch running for him yet. Because if a guy is slow and a ball gets hit up the middle or into left field, yeah, they're going to leave a slow-footed runner on second base and not pinch run for him. And apparently, they have a guy on the bench. I don't know who. I'm not a big Dodgers fan. I don't know their team. Who can fly. Foul ball. Now, if the Jays can get out of this inning, got to need a ground ball. No, pop up. Infield fly rule with runners on first and second, or first, second, and third with two out. I'm trying to remember the infield fly rule with runners on first and second, or first and second and third with less than two out. One out or none out. A ball easily fieldable, easily playable, a pop fly easily fieldable, playable by an infielder. The umpire sticks his fist in the air, yells infield fly rule is in effect. And then the runners on first and second, in this case, can advance at their own risk. But the hitter is automatically out. So even if Kiner Falefa dropped it, the hitter would still be out. And it's 1 ball, no strike. Ground ball to third. And he grounds out third to first, 5-1. Sorry, 5-3. If you're scoring at home. Every position in baseball has a number. Pitcher 1, catcher 2, first base is 3, second is 4, third base is 5, shortstop 6, left field 7, center field 8, right field 9. So a ground out to third base is 5-3 from the third baseman to the first baseman. Shortstop to first, 6-3. Second base, 4-3. If you a double play is either a 6-4-3 typically or a 4-6-3. Either it goes to the second baseman or the shortstop. Sometimes you'll get a 5-4-3 double play from the third baseman, second baseman to the first baseman around the horn. Any baseball fans out there? And here we go. So who's hitting now for the Blue Jays? Got to be coming around to the top of the order. Davis Schneider. Oh, and they're bringing in a new pitcher, Will Klein. And that's got to empty their bullpen completely. Who is Will Klein? He's in this postseason. He's only pitched 1 game and pitched 1 inning. In the regular season, he was 1 win, 1 loss, 2.35 ERA. He only pitched in 14 games, only pitched 15 innings, struck out 21. Second longest game in World Series history, according to the commentators on TV. (2018). I may sign off pretty soon. I can't believe I came on. I forget what inning it was when I came on. 13th? I think it was the 13th. And we got a strike on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Like I said, everyone in baseball now throws 95 to 100. And it used to be, I remember them saying, 90-mile-an-hour fastball in the 80s. Oh, a guy's got 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Like that was a big deal. Now, if a guy has 90-mile-an-hour fastball, they go, well, he only throws around 90, 91. He's got to. And they get to this guy. Schneider is my favorite player on the Jays, and he struck out. And I like Schneider just because he was drafted in something like the 892nd round, 28th round, 30th round. He was basically an afterthought when they had the draft. They have first round, second round, third round, fourth round, and then it gets ridiculous, but they go 20, 30 rounds, and he was picked way, way down the line. And he probably started his career at what they call the instructional league, and there'd be guys in front of him who were higher picks in the draft who would get more playing time. And he just had to make the most of what little time he was given to play. He was there basically to fill a hole, to be, to give a higher draft pick a rest every now and again. And he made it all the way to the major leagues. I think he's 25 or 26 years of age. I forget whether it was last year or the year before when he came up on a series with Boston and they started calling him Babe Schneider, because he was just hitting bombs constantly. In his first 3, 4 games, he hit 3 or 4 home runs. They couldn't get him out. He came back to earth. And earlier this year, he got sent down to AAA, but they brought him back, and he's a damn good. He's just a solid player, not a superstar. But anyway, he struck out, and now we have Nathan Lucas up, who I always want to say Lukes because his name is Lukes. And 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nathan Lucas. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. If you know baseball, the conventional wisdom is that if you're batting as a left-handed hitter, you would rather face a right-handed pitcher than a left-handed pitcher. If I'm not, yeah, you want to be on the opposite side of the plate to which the guy is throwing. Makes it easier to see. A left-hander standing on that same side of the plate has a harder time picking up the ball. And out, a ground out to shortstop, 6-3 on your, if you're scoring at home. Mookie Betts. And that's 2 out. Now we have Vladimir Guerrero Jr., son of Vladimir Guerrero Sr., Hall of Famer. His dad is. And Vladimir, if he keeps going the way he's going and has 10 more years like he's had so far, he'll be in the Hall of Fame too. But he's got a long way to go. 0-2. Right at the top of the strike zone, but it looked like the top end. Yeah, it was according to. So here we go. 0-2. Vladimir Guerrero. Step tap. Okay, you got basically an infield single. The second baseman dove and was able to stop the ball just in front of the outfield, but had no chance to make a throw. He threw anyway from the outfield, slid onto the grass, and rolled the throw into first base. Vladdy was already well past it. Vladimir Guerrero runs incredibly well for a big man. And now we got Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, who came in as a pinch runner for Bo Bichette. You'd rather have Bo Bichette's bat than Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, but righty-righty matchup. Here we are in the 15th inning. Oh my. 1-1. And this guy is throwing 100 or close. 1 ball, 2 strikes, fouled it back. It's going to be an interesting game tomorrow because the bullpens have been chewed up a lot. Guys can pitch multiple days in a row, but Hoffman, our closer, went 2 innings and he threw 38. He got up around 40 pitches. So I don't think there's any way you see him tomorrow. The only depending on who, but they're really going to be hoping for Bieber, our starting pitcher tomorrow, to go deep, to go at least in the 6th or 7th inning, if not 8, because you're not going to have Hoffman. The Jays can throw Fluharty again. They can throw Varland again. They can throw Dominguez again. They can throw Bassett again. Hoffman, no. Fisher, they could throw. Lauer, maybe not. And Isaiah Kiner-Falefa struck out, called out on strikes, and it was in the zone. A 97.8 mile an hour four-seam fastball. Wow. So we're going to the bottom of the 15th inning, and we're coming up on 146. And I got to think that the Jays, they've emptied the bullpen. They got no one else to use. The only guy I think they could bring in would be maybe Trey Savage. Maybe for an inning or two. If, assuming just trying to look. Yeah, we've got Brandon Little left. So, and Lauer has thrown how many pitches? 43. So I think he'd be good for one more inning. But if LA scores, it's game over. I'm going to get a coffee and I'm going to have a dart. So I'll be back. I wish I could pause this, but I can't. So you can watch me go out the backyard and have a dart. This is crazy. All right, here we go. Lauer's still pitching. Ski right one. And they've got Shohei Ohtani is on deck. Will they walk him again? They've walked him 3 times in a row now. Oh, 0-2. Oh and 2. Foul ball. I missed. 149. I'm too old to pull all-nighters. Blue Jays. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I and in. 2-2. Another foul ball. during the regular season in baseball. I think it was this year they introduced it, maybe last. In extra innings, you start with a runner on second base. Whoever made the last out is an automatic base runner. And there we got a ground ball to second. Tanner Falefa nailed him 4-3 on the putout. Oh, showing the replay. And he barely got him as he took a little time getting the ball out of his glove. And they're walking him. Eric Lauer has a terrific kickoff move. So if they're trying to think about running right there, they're not going to make it. Curveball for strike to back to Joe 1. One out, runner on first, 0-1, 1-1. This could be the game right here. Could be. One ball, two strikes, swing and a miss. Got one out. Fly ball to right field. Two out now. And remember, even if the Jays get a run now in the sixth, if they can get out of here, and if the Jays can score a run or more, LA still gets a bat. They're at bat. So this game is going to go past 2:00 in the morning. This is going to be a 6-hour game. All one, but it was a strike according to PitchCom. Solidly right in the upper, high and tight, but on the corner. But he didn't get the hit. He didn't get the call. And he got the call there, solidly in the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. The umps have done a good job this game. There've been a few little. We've gotten some calls. They've gotten some calls. Yeah, on the balls and strikes, but overall, it's been amazing. Oh, Varsho just made a running catch. And that's it. Lauer's pitched 3 2/3 innings. That's pretty of 2 hits and 4 walks, but no runs. And he's walked Ohtani intentionally twice. You look at Ohtani's line, he's 4 for 4, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 4 walks. And we've got Varsho, Heineman, and Straw coming up. So we're down at the bottom third of the order. Not quite. Yeah, so many of our big bats got taken out of the game for pinch runners. Bichette taken out of the game for a pinch runner. Perk taken out of the game for a pinch runner. Guys like Perk and Addison Barger, who you'd want up in a big situation, are now on the bench. They can't come back in the game. We go to the 16th inning. It's like 2 games. And they've now announced Shane Bieber, who's tomorrow's scheduled starter, is now up in the bullpen. He's in the bullpen, Shane Bieber, but they're saying that he isn't throwing yet. He's got his hoodie on, and he looks, he's going through the arm exercises and what have you that a pitcher will go through before they've got one more reliever left, what they call a non-leverage guy. Brandon Little, left-hander. He's got an ERA of 12 in the playoffs. Two balls and a strike now to Dalton Varsho, who hit 20 home runs during the regular season in about half the, and he grounds out 4-3, second base. Grounds out to the second baseman. So now it's Heineman, who had an amazing year in a backup catcher role. Look at his numbers. He only 149 at bats, and he hit 289 with 3 home runs, 20 RBIs. And a starting player will get around 450 or so at bats. And Heineman's a switch hitter. So it doesn't matter righty lefty, he can always, if it's a right hander, he bats left. If it's a left hander, he bats right. He's batting left right now. It looks like it's 0-1. 0-2. Fouling it off. Fouled it off again. So Klein is now, he's gotten up and he's going to be over 30 pitches. Jays have no one left on their bench. And they've got to play tomorrow at 8 p.m. again. And so right now it's 11 p.m. in LA where they're playing 2 a.m. here, Eastern time zone. So this is crazy. Ball, finally. But Heineman is battling. And this guy's throwing like 98, 97, 98. But everyone throws 97, 98. A lot of guys throw 100. Varland throws 100. Foul, foul, foul. It's going to be like an 8, 9, 10 pitch at bat. I think he's up to pitch number 7 or 8 now. Top of the 16th. And even if we score, LA still gets to come up. They can walk it off. We cannot. And he hit a pop-up to the pitcher. Normally pitchers don't field when a ball is popped up. They give way to first baseman, shortstop, second base, whoever. On 1 to Miles Straw. It's probably an hour and a half ago when he came into the game as a pinch runner to replace Addison Barger, who I'd much rather have up right now. And Miles strikes out swinging. So now we're down. We got. Well, that's it. We're done we're into the bottom of the 16th inning. The Jays had so many chances to win this game. And so have LA. But I think we had more. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. This game is taking way too damn long. Any thoughts before I sign off in the chat there? No one's putting anything down. Double checking. Nope, not a word. Pauline de Bin, je vais finir en français comme j'ai commencé. On est maintenant dans le 16e manche, pas le 6e, le 16e manche. Peut-être pour les Blue Jays d'avoir une chance, il faut avoir une 17e manche. Pauline de Bin. Anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you later. And I'll probably delete this at some point. I just did it for fun. Hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe. Don't share this, but if you like, hit the like, and if you want to subscribe. I talk about news and current events mostly, but I've been a baseball fan going back to 81, 82 when I went to high school. I'm old. I've been living and dying with the Blue Jays ever since it was Willie Upshot first, Damaso Garcia at second, Alfredo Griffin at short, Rance Mulnix and Garth Orge at third, Buck and Ernie behind the plate, left field, Bell, Barfield, Mosby in the outfield, Barry Bonnell. The pitching was Jim Clancy, Dave Stieb, Luis Leal, Dave Gott, Jim Acker in the bullpen. Dennis Lamp was brought in around 83, 84. Bill Cottle was brought in the 84, 85 season, somewhere around there. Then Tom Henke came up, and that's when the Blue Jays finally broke through, 1985, and won the American League East, back at a time when the American League East had 7 teams, American League West had 7, and in order to get to the American League Championship Series, you had to win your division. baseball's changed a lot in over the course of my lifetime. It used to be the American League and National League never faced each other. They've got Eric Lauer still pitching. You know, it looks like they're going to live and die with him. The thing is, if they, if he can get them out of this inning again, Steve Reich, unbelievable. I've got it. I can give this one more inning, and then I gotta get at least a couple hours sleep. All right, peace. We'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Good night.